This is part 2. If you haven't watched part 1, make sure you check it out. The link is in the description below, or just hit this thumbnail and enjoy. Joe, what kind of advice would you give businesses who want to go lean?
So that's always the thing of lean, is you're trying to take the people out of the non-value added areas and put them into areas where we can generate revenue.
Can lean be applied to any business size?
Take something from one area and implement it into your own area, into your own business, into your own life. And being able to do that is so powerful.
Joe, where was the idea of fixing things, bringing things to life born for you?
Well, Paul, my dad was throwing away his laptop that basically broke, so I went ahead and repaired it. And I had some Canadian neighbors which needed a laptop, so I went ahead and actually took that laptop and sold it to them after I repaired it. And I got a really big adrenaline rush, and I was really excited about being able to fix something and, like we say, bring it back to life, breathe new life into it. And that's what we try to do when we fix electronics.
How old were you when you did that?
So I was probably 16, 15 to 16, at that age where you have a lot of time and you don't know what to do with it. And right about that age.
Yeah. You guys, if you're listening, if you're 16, 13, that's not the time to waste, right?
Absolutely. It's really the time to put your foot down and spend as much time as you can on your hustle, so then later on you don't have to.
So one of the things we're learning as we're talking with you is that lean is all about identifying waste. What's your process of identifying waste all around you?
So like we talked about earlier, every business has 8 wastes: transportation, inventory, motion, waiting, overproduction, overprocessing, defects, and skills. If you don't know that, how do you know where the waste is?
Right.
In our morning meetings, we go through what we're working on, the defects that came up that day, the change points, and the improvements. And that's so powerful because we actually get to see what's changing, what's getting better, what's getting worse, what bad happened, what good happened.
So are you breaking all that down for your employees and they know that? Or how do you educating, or what's the step look like?
So through all the lean books, we're able to educate our team, and then also being able to take a situation like something bad happened. Like I told you in our morning meetings, we share our defects. Defects are great to take a whole process, break it down and say, like, those are all the wastes that we just did in that whole process. Part of a waste is defects, and it's easier to be able to identify defects, be like, oh, we made this, we made a mistake here, we did this here, we made a mistake here, this got shipped out wrong, that didn't make it, whatever it was. You can always break any situation down and try to identify what waste happened there. One improvement that we did to actually save us some time is we had these shelves over there. Why would we have these shelves over there? That's so dumb.
No, why?
Who the hell knows? Nobody knows. But the idea behind this is actually we put everything here, so then the person that ships is literally one step away.
So this is the stuff you're shipping?
We're shipping the repaired products, the products we repair on the website.
Now.
So now the shipping person knows based off the draft number and the shelf number where the item is. They grab the item, they pull the draft, and they are able to ship it out rather than walking 6 steps, grab it, and go back.
Right.
And Slavik actually made this cool improvement where he just took charger cables and plugged them all into here. And so now when our customers get their product back, they're able to actually get it back charged.
Right.
And so it just makes things a little bit easier. And then also if there's any issues along the line while it's sitting here, we can identify that. And so it just, little things just in this little area here make the world a difference.
I love it. What about your employees? I'd love to hear from some of them and how they're responding, reacting to this whole lean world. So can we go talk to one of them?
Let's go.
All right. What about him?
All right, William. Out of all the different things that we've done and when we started implementing lean, what's helped you out in your personal life or your professional life here at Joe's? What has lean done for you?
The one thing that it helped us out is to build out processes. Like right here, we just got into Apple Watch screen replacement, and this is a fairly new thing we're doing. So right now it's all messy, but once we start getting it down, we can make more processes, make it more efficient so that we can repair them with less friction, and then give it to other workers and have people pretty much around the shop, anyone get onto it and start working.
Creating a process.
Yep.
Joe, give us an example of waste that lean has helped you eliminate completely. I'm really excited to just share that. I think there's a ton, but what's one practical one?
So one of the wastes in lean is motion. How do we reduce motion?
Okay.
And what we try to do with that is try to make it easy to know if the bathroom is occupied or not. So
So
Paul,
it's
I'm going to do a little example with you. Go ahead
All
and
right,
do
all
this
right.
repair station, right?
So I'm working here.
Yeah, let's
and
say you drink some coffee and maybe you got to make it to the bathroom.
I gotta go.
All right, so all you do is you take a peek right behind you and there's a light, 5 lights in our entire warehouse here.
Okay.
And that light will tell you if someone's in the bathroom or someone's not in the bathroom.
And I could see that light from here, so I don't need to go anywhere.
Exactly. So that's going to
And stand in front of the door. Can we actually test run that and see how much time we've just shaved off with that idea?
Absolutely.
All
That's
right,
a great
guys, I'm
idea.
going to take my phone out and take the timer. Timer's on. I got to go. So I'm going to walk over to the bathroom. And by the time I get here, it's pretty much 30 seconds. So if we do the math, what have we shaved off as far as that one little step? I mean, that's a ton of time as far as motion saved.
Exactly. That's going to be over a minute of time, and not having to be distracted as well. Getting off a task and then going to have to go to the bathroom, to then not even be able to use the bathroom, then walking back to your warehouse,
Right.
talking to all your buddies maybe on the way back to the warehouse, all that good stuff.
What's the learning curve, though, then to lean and to you getting here? What can you share with us, our audience, and help us understand that better?
So really trying to immerse myself more into the lean culture, being part of a lean group, talking with Paul Akers, going to Japan and visualizing lean. For me, I'm a very visual person. So Paul Akers has a group, a 2-second lean group, where basically he sends out blast emails every single day. There's new videos of new improvements. And when we see ideas, we just scrub ideas and steal them. I think that one of the most powerful things you could do and I could do is be a critical thinker. Take something from one area and implement it into your own area, into
Right.
your own business, into your own life. And being able to do that is so powerful.
What about a tool that you just must have as far as lean? A lean tool that you cannot live without, go day to day about? Can you, besides the wheel?
Besides the wheels,
Yeah, we want to see more a little bit. What would it be?
a lean tool. I think one lean tool is our morning meeting.
Okay.
That's a tool.
You're right. It doesn't have to be something physical.
Exactly. We don't have a physical tool. We have a mental tool, and being able to spread communication across the board is really important. Did we hire a new person? Did we get a new machine? Did we get a new method? Anything like that that's changing, we want to be able to take that information and put it into one area, express it, make sure everybody learns, and then we come back the next day, we learn a little bit more.
Right.
And we learn a little bit more. And the idea is if you share those issues with the team, we're able to learn from that, and that exact issue should never happen again.
Right.
It
Shouldn't be
may
repeating
be
it.
a different version of the problem, but not the same one, because we're able to share that information across the board. And that's something that we learned in a factory in Japan based off, they have this board and they share a bunch of stuff, and we're able to learn that because I went to Japan and did that. So that's a huge lean tool for me, myself, because if I want to share information, I got to share it in the morning meeting. It makes things so much easier. No having to go to each individual person and tell Paul and then tell Nick and tell Bob or whatever. Everyone knows everything what's going on in the morning meeting.
Can lean be applied to any business size?
I think lean can be applied to any business size. I know this because when I was in Japan with Paul, we got to be with CEOs of like 800 people businesses, 1,000 people.
Wow.
And they're trying to figure out like, how do we make our employees happier? How do we make our employees do more? And how do we make our customers experience better? And they're able to do that even on a massive scale.
Okay,
And
so there's no limit. You can do it as a 2-man company. You can do it as a 2,000 people company.
I can't speak from the 2,000
Right.
person perspective, but I can tell you that when we had 2 people and the people we have now, we can do more with less, and that's because of lean. I'm gonna show you guys a quick little lean shipping station. Everything you need is here, all the different packages, all the different types. We have our nice little, we have our pipes here for our tape gun. We have our roll right in front of you. You have your shipping label right there, and you have your barcode scanner right here. So if you're gonna be scanning something in, you scan it, you get your label out, you pull whatever you need to do. One piece flow, you can grab everything and everything goes out the way. So this is one of my favorite stations. It's really fun and really easy to work on. We also have visual control on all the different parts that we're trying to sell, just so it's easy to be able to pick things. We have a lot of small parts, and it's easier to tell what's inside if you just have it on the front of it. And that's kind of the nature of our business and how we do that. Here's a cool repair station that we've have done tons of iterations on. It's pretty simple and easy. All the tools that you need are in front of you. Everything you need is right here. All the chargers, everything else, all fast pipe that we get from FastCap, and we just make everything work for what we need it to work for. So we make everything work for us instead of work for it.
What about time and resources and waste that you've sort of reduced? If you were to put a dollar amount, time, hours, what would it be? I mean, it's probably a crazy number, but I'm just curious just to hear it just out of the ballpark.
I don't know what the percentage is, but I know that we have less people now and we make more. So that's how we know we're making a progress.
Gotcha. You're doing a lot more work with a lot less people.
Yeah, or the same amount or less people, exactly.
Right.
So that's always the thing of lean, is you're trying to take the people out of the non-value added areas and put them into areas where we can generate revenue.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to show you guys how to pull a kanban card, which is really important because you don't want to run out of tools, parts, other stuff. So right here you see we're out of different screwdrivers. So I'm going to pull this lever. We have a little sticker there. I'm going to take this card. This card now tells me that inside of here we have 20 more and that we have to reorder 50. And we have to scan this into our inventory system to set up a purchase order and contact the vendor to make sure that we will reorder this part. So I'm going to go to my computer here. I'm going to go ahead and create a purchase order. And I'm going to scan this in. We're going to put the price in and how much we got to reorder. So now once I do that, I go ahead and take this card and I put it over here. So now once this order is all set up, if we have multiple things that are coming in from the supplier and it's going to ship from China and we want to save on shipping costs, we go ahead and order multiple things from the vendor. Once it's paid for, we take this specific card, we put it on the bottom. And once we put it on the bottom here, once the package comes in, we go ahead and take this and reset it. So if we get 50 more, we put 50 into inventory and then we put 20 into a bag and put it back into the spot. And so then we're able to have inventory that's always in stock. And it makes it really easy because I don't have to be guessing when everything's run out of stock. The card just given to me based off the demand. So we wait till stuff sells, and that's how we're able to dictate what we have to purchase.
Joe, how has lean impacted you in your personal life?
That's a really good question. Really, it's made me more diligent about what I do, more intentional about what I do. Everything has a place, even like something as simple as keeping my garage really clean,
right,
or being really diligent about not getting, putting certain things in certain ways. And I think it makes my wife love me more because I'm more intentional with her, because I have more time. I can spend more time with her because I'm spending less time here doing stupid stuff.
Wasting time.
Yeah, the garage is super clean. Our house is really clean, and it makes everything just super nice, like 3-4 years ago, Paul, I wouldn't be able to do this interview with you guys because I'd be sitting here slammed with all the different orders that I'm doing.
Yeah.
But now because of lean, we're able to build out processes and people to be able to ship our product out, fix our product, be able to manage our products. And that's because of lean, because of the processes we're able to build out. And that gives me time to even have a personal life to begin with.
Right. Joe, what kind of advice would you give businesses who want to go lean?
You have to make sure that you're in it for the long haul. That's really important. Also, I think one thing that I do a good job starting off is explaining why we're doing lean. I'm pretty hard-nosed, pretty hard-headed, stubborn, I would say, and I know what I want, and I know it's there, and I know we're not there yet, so I'm just going to try to get from point A to point B as fast as possible, and sometimes during going between point A and point B, I don't explain as well as I should.
Right.
So really understanding what is the benefit for the employee. So they want to make their lives easier, and I think that's really important. And if everyone has an easier life, they're probably going to stick around longer and enjoy what they do. If they enjoy what they do, they're going to do a really good job. And if they do a good job, customers are going to be really happy.
Wow, 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 you guys. I am blown away by just what we're hearing from Joe. Every time we've talked to a business owner who's implementing lean principles, amazing. They're very efficient, but there's always ways to be more efficient. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. And in order for you to understand lean, make sure you read Paul's book first. The link to the book is going to be in the description below. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, do that right now. It just takes half a second, and engage with us. Leave the comments. We're always reading them. We always want to add value. Keep in mind, we've got the blog as well. That's where we add more value and provide more content for you guys. So thank you for watching. Stay with us. Come back for more episodes.